Welcome back to my channel, LR Retro. Today, we will review the next chapter of Grappler Baki, the Prehistoric Pickle arc. It's the chapter where Retsu Kaioh meets his completed form in his fight with Pickle. Do you think he can now beat Pickle with the help of his complete form? Let's find out. But first, please know that you can buy the new Grappler Baki volume collections, Baki the Grappler Season 1 and 2 DVDs, and Bandai's Grappler Baki figurine on the link on the description below. By buying, you can help the channel grow and release more Baki videos. Please subscribe and let's begin. The chapter starts in the Karakuan underground arena. Takugawa is confused saying, "Hey, what kind of stance is that? A bluff perhaps?" Retsu then thinks, "I regret doing this." Then Retsu rushed towards Pickle by using the windmill punch. Strategy, planning, tactics, and efficiency. He tossed away all these ideas, armed only with the innocent hope that, perhaps, maybe, some brute force, the oldest resource of humans, the basic skill that everyone started with since they were born. This is the worst. It's so awful. I can't even watch it. The legendary master Retsu Kaioh, using a move that even little kids would use, the windmill punch. And of course, the result is, Pickle is surprised. He's being attacked, and he knows he should defend himself and counterattack. Retsu is using his strongest attacks. He is hitting hard with all his strength. And yet, all his attacks are weak. Then Pickle tried to hammer him down. However, Retsu stopped it by kicking Pickle's hand. They were all surprised saying, "What? Ah. Wow." Retsu is confused thinking, "What happened? Did I do that? How? I decided that I wasn't going to use my techniques anymore. I was going to forget my skills. And the reason was because my techniques weren't. Huh?" Then Retsu managed to kick Pickle in the hand once again before it can be launched. He is thinking, it's happening again. Then Pickle tried to punch Retsu in the face. But the great Kaioh blocked the punch with ease. Then he followed up with a jumping kick on Pickle's weak spots. His skills. He's using them again. Shouted by Takugawa. "What's going on? This isn't me." All of a sudden, someone called him saying, "Lexiao." "Retsu. What is it? I feel light warm." Then a giant Retsu appeared behind him saying, "Why are you so stubborn, eh? What? Don't be so reckless, Retsu. Hey. Who's behind me? Hey. Who? What are you? Don't you know me? I am you. Retsu. The Retsu that you are trying to become. The Retsu that you want to be. This is what you are looking for. This is the true Retsu Kaioh. My completed form? How can it talk to me? It's really unfortunate that you resort to use the windmill punch to protect the skills and knowledge that had protected you all your life. But no matter what, your skills will never abandon you. Embrace them. Use them. Retsu, they are a part of you. Believe in them. Don't take the burden of these 4,000 years all by yourself. Don't be so reckless. Defending your skills. Trust in your body and flow with it. If you refuse to do that, then your burden will never. Believe. Devote yourself to your arts. No matter how far it takes you." Then Retsu Kaioh slapped Pickle in the family jewel, making the prehistoric man scream very loudly. "Never doubt about it. Be confident. Trust in them. Always." Retsu then kicked Pickle multiple times in the head. The voice continued, "Always. No matter what. Always." Then the great Kaioh grabbed Pickle in the hair, following it up with a double elbow and knee strike on the prehistoric man's head. On the heart of your arts. It's an incredible feeling. Now they can say, it was worth living up for these 4,000 years. Strikes made out of hand reflexes. They do exist. Now, that's what I call the true power of Retsu. Dr. Payne then commented. "Yes, it's true. I'll have to agree on that. The world of martial arts is truly impressive. I never thought Retsu would survive this long and defend himself on top of that. Excuse me, but what are you talking about? Retsu would survive this long? He knocked him perfectly." Then Dr. Payne pointed at Pickle. "What? No sir. I'm afraid that's not true. But his last blow was straight to his head with all his strength. Didn't you see it? That last strike, even if it was by itself, must have seriously damaged Pickle's brain in horrible ways." "Eh? How?" "No sir. Pickle's brain is intact. It's natural that you don't understand it now. Because you haven't seen what's inside of him. When we found Pickle, and we were doing studies about his body structure, everything was related to the normal human beings. Our experiments were completed without major changes. Everything was normal. His muscular system, his skeletal system, his internal organs. Everything was normal and in perfect condition. But only one part was different from the rest. The crevical vertebrae. The thickness was amazing. I would say it was reinforced in my own terms. The structure can't be compared with any of the humans living on the present. Perhaps. The structure can be compared with a beast that having a giant head needs enough power to support all the force of his body on 4 legs. Maybe we found a perfect match of his neck on a bull. So this means? Yes, sir. With enough evidence of his condition, we can be almost certain of one important fact about Pickle. In his time, for a certain period of time, Pickle was walking on 4 legs. Then we see the life cycle of Pickle from his childhood up to his adulthood. Developing and communicating the fighting skills that have been practiced for almost 4,000 years. The system that's used to do this is amazing, but the endless number of techniques and variations makes it fall short compared to this. Being anti-bipedal, the prehistoric man is now serious. Once again, Pickle used his original stance. He puts his hand down the ground, readying for an attack. His advantage? Being anti-human. He is using a stance that is only being used by fierce savage beasts in the wild. Can Retsu survive to see the light of his 4001 year? Can the long history of Chinese martial arts defeat the pure instinct and strength of the prehistoric man? What do you think of this chapter? Do you think Retsu Kaioh's perfected skill can put him in the same league as Pickle? Comment down your opinion below. Special thanks to Stranger Dragons Prevail, Francois, The Real Zurvan, A Patreon of the Uts, Jacket, Johnny Might, JJF, OK, Vega Punk, Isom Harris, Awesome Swayable, Trond Becker, Will, Game Freak Plays, Thomas West, Casey, Aavik the Gamer, Dead Fox 0606, John Vinovich, Ahmed Zoyer, The Creeper, Joshua Ash, Aiden, Mars Kane, Claudio Aguilera, Francisco Carrillo, Jaden Robinson, Carlos Rios, Kowalski, Reiner Braun, Tarek Abujaber, and Davies Uberals. We really appreciate your help. If you want to support my channel, please subscribe to my Patreon, LR Xian. I will put a link in the description below. Our next video will be about the humiliation and defeat of the great Retsu Kaioh from the prehistoric man Pickle. Stay tuned.